Just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, wait, baby, let's go.
We're going to have a good time.
Alright, so bear with me. This is going to be the first live stream that I've ever done. I am still learning this complete program and things, so I have no clue what's good, how this all works, and everything else. Hello, Miss Sue. Hey from Nebraska. Thank you for joining the stream. This could very well be a train wreck. We don't know. But we're going to do it anyways because this is FEV, and FEV is about the community and supporting your family and your friends. And that's what we're going to do today. So I really don't have anything planned out. This is all just going to be right off the cuff. But today we are going to showcase a couple different pilots. We're going to watch a couple videos if they don't completely glitch out. If they do, I apologize. I'll figure it out in the future. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. I promise. We are going to have Matt King. If you look over here, you can see Matt is going to be my special guest for today, and we're gonna have a good time. We got a lot of things coming up, so let's see if I can play some videos without it just completely glitching. My boys at KC Freestyle keep hitting me up in the chat over there. Keep hitting me up in the chat over there. Let me know what's going down. Let me know if it's still glitching on us and everything else. I'm gonna try and just I'm trying to keep the bandwidth down so it's not terrible. But let's get into some videos. Matt will sound in my background, a little bit of a fan sound. Let me see if I can add this little microphone thingy. See if this works. Check, mic check 1 2 3. Any better? Any better? Well, I'm going to turn my mic down and we're just going to watch some videos real quick.
want to say thank you. I love each and every one of you guys. You make this possible.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
There it is. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Hey, sorry about that. That was my fault. My microphone was off. Everybody, welcome to the stream, Mr. Matt King, aka King FPV. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Just how this all works out.
Yeah, you know, I'm hearing a lot of glitchiness and some audio issues going on tonight. So I'm gonna have to invest in maybe Ethernet cable and maybe an actual microphone and desktop, camera and things. But we're gonna make this work.
So I got some things to work on as well. So
well, this is the first one we're doing, so this is a big learning experience for us. But everybody, thank you guys for joining us. Let's get into it. So, you are the president of the Kansas City Multi-Rotor. Can you tell us a little bit about what is Kansas City Multi-Rotor?
It is a racing and freestyle group of FPV pilots in the Kansas City area, serving both states, both Missouri and Kansas.
So you do a little bit of both freestyle and racing.
Yes.
I know that, you know, at least when I joined in, we were primarily a racing group, and there's a little bit of freestyle on the side, but it looks like you're kind of moving away from just solely racing, and you're adding a little bit more here and there, and you've got your hand in a little bit of everything, don't you?
Oh yeah. If you weren't there at the Kcmr summer weekend bash that we had a few months ago, we had our first ever Kcmr freestyle, which seems kind of silly for being a maybe almost 4-year-old club. But we started out racing. We've done primarily racing for almost 4 years, and we've been getting pretty good at it. I'll tell you what. We provide
definitely a lot of fun.
State-of-the-art experience in the drone racing community out here, but we did have our first freestyle event, and from what I heard from both the pilots and the spectators, it was actually a huge success, and everyone had a lot of fun. So it's hopefully going to be something you will see much more of as we progress through the future, indeed.
Heck yeah, man, heck yeah. Well, like I said, I've heard nothing but good things. I've been to as many races as I possibly can this year. I plan to come to more. I've definitely seen a giant influx of people, new pilots and old, you know, coming into the event. So you've definitely got to be doing something right. So, any plans for the future? I mean, we've got a winter season coming up, so it's going to be kind of slow. But I mean, I know you don't stop, so I know you got something up your sleeve.
Yeah, we do have a couple more events to come before 2020 is officially closed. Our summer series came to an end, and we did our big weekend bash, but we still have a Nebraska Furniture Mart race to do this year.
That's going to be big.
Yeah, that's going to be on October 10th, and they've been doing that for the past 2 years at least with us. and it's been a huge hit. Everybody loves it. We're out there over the concrete. Everybody's hoping not to break stuff, and when they do, everyone enjoys being a part of it. But we're going to do that again this year, October 10th.
Now,
don't miss it.
Real quick, you said we've got a Nebraska Furniture Mart. Does that mean Nebraska Furniture Mart is just going to sponsor the race, or give us a little bit more detail about what a Nebraska Furniture Mart race actually is?
Well, let me tell you that. They are going to give us a very large portion of their parking lot, which we can then set up gates and set up a track out on that part of the parking lot. And they fence it out. They put up signs. They're going to sponsor the event. They're going to advertise it as well. Check on your radio if you listen to the radio on your way home, or even the billboard out there by the Legends. You're probably bound to see a NFM Top Drone 2020 advertisement. It's really cool, but they're going to let us come out to their parking lot, and we're going to have our last outdoor 5-inch race of the season.
That's
out there at their place, and I believe it's Bonner Springs, Kansas.
It is Bonner Springs. It's a little farther out than just the Kansas City, and Mind Drive will come. Will Mind Drive? Very possibly. Mind Drive is a very big part of our group. So Matt, you can answer to that one. Sue is asking if Mind Drive is going to be a part of our Kcmr event.
It's interesting that with 2020 being 2020 as it is, we haven't had a lot of like interaction per se with Mind Drive and their program this year. As
COVID kind of sucks.
There is no program so far. So this year there may not be a lot of Mind Drive. There probably will not be a lot of Mind Drive students out there for this race. But again, it's something they do every year, so definitely next year there'll be a huge part of that again.
Now, at your races, is it just a bunch of high-end guys who know what they're doing and it's kind of intimidating, or is it something that anybody and everybody can join?
It is definitely open for everybody. There are a lot of guys out there who are very competitive. We've got some guys that wear jerseys with sponsors, or they got teams that they play, or they're from some chapter that they traveled 3 or 4 hours to come out to these events. And we do attract people of all skill levels from all parts of the Midwest per se, but there is a lot of guys who can get very competitive, and what we've done as Kcmr here this year is provide competitive classes for our pilots to race under. So now we have exciting races in the pro class with the fastest pilots we can get, really proving their point at the race. We can get those exciting heats, but we still have a sports class for the guys who want to compete with the same skill level of those guys. And we have also a novice class, which will let them compete at their level against each other for some exciting heats as well. But they also get kind of a more simplified course, or a pathway through the course to be set up. So it really gives everybody a chance to get out there and really see what they've got on the track and see how they match up against the rest of us local pilots.
So you don't have to know your stuff, you can just get into it and still come out and have a good time then.
Oh yeah, no, so coming out to a race is probably the one single most best thing you can do for yourself if you're new into this this hobby or even this sport. Meeting the guys here in Kansas City, like that's the biggest step you can take in your FPV career. Getting connected with some guys locally that you can bounce off of and share information.
Definitely.
And even parts and stuff and work together. And once you get out here to a race, these guys are gonna bring you in, they'll put you in the headset, and everyone's gonna have a great time. So definitely, anyone is invited out to these races.
Well, that's awesome.
No matter if you want to watch even, it's a great place for everybody to hang out.
I know in my experience that it has been nothing but positive vibes out there. Everybody wants to give you a part and piece just to keep you up in the air. I know that you're a taker of a bag of props every once in a while. Every once in a while you gotta you got to change those props out, and if you don't have a bag, I know the guy right next to you is about to give you a bag just so you can make it to the heat. So that's always nice to have, have this group that's so inviting. Because I will say it was very intimidating the first, year or so going to these races and having all these big guys that are just insane with their reaction skills and things. And I think you have really taken it to a different level this year, and separating those classes out to allow for every single, style of pilot to come out. And you're still racing the exact same course as your pro guys, but you just kind of made the course a little bit easier. You hit a certain number of gates, maybe some flags, and you're still out there connecting with everybody. So I think you've really done a big job with that this year, and for that, at least I know I say thank you. I know the guys that have come out have said thank you and things. So onto just some goofy fun stuff. So how long have you been flying?
I started in 2017. Kevin Worley was president. Derek Woolworth, I believe Josh Chambers was out there. Some other guys as well were involved in the beginning of Kcmr, and I was out there day one. I had never flown, never seen it. I was actually watching it on TV the night or two before and heard about them going out. They were going to set up their brand new gates. They just bought big 5x5 panels with all their sponsors' logos, and it was the very first gates that Kcmr ever had. So they went out and set them up, and I met up with them out at this park, and they were flying, and I got in the headset once, and it was incredible, and I ended up buying a transmitter that day, and then building a quad within the next month and getting out there. So that was all back in the very beginning of the season when it started to get warm back in 2017. So we're talking about 4 years plus. But every moment of that has been with the club. Immediately I wanted to get involved and help out, because I knew, like, Kevin at the time, he needed help. He needed people to get out there and help set up and help be a part of, like, just basic decisions and processes that are involved in the behind the scenes in order to bring these races. So I was always a part of those conversations, and then eventually weaseled away into the officer echelon with a food and beverage coordinator position, which it doesn't seem like much now, but back then I was so excited, like, oh yes, I get to be a part of this. And
sure.
And ever since, we've been putting on these races, and we've been getting very good at getting our hardware and our timing set up, and all our pilots out, and safety orientations and check-ins and course walkthroughs and all the things that we've been working on for so long. We've really found out how to do it. So now we're at a point, especially with our new home field that we've been utilizing this year, but being 2020, like 2021 is going to be our first season at our home field with all the things we've been working for in the past few years. So
I know we've got a lot of new guys and a lot of some of the freestyle pilots, at least in the chat and things. Can you talk to them a little bit about our home field?
Yeah, it's actually out in Bonner Springs too. We talked about that a lot earlier with the Nebraska Permtramar race, but it's just past the Speedway off I-70 at the Agricultural Museum and Hall of Fame. These guys invited us out there. They've got a lot of land. They let other clubs use it, such as like the International Linemen's Rodeo. They've got a competition ground out there on their field. But the Ag Hall invited us out to move in, and they're going to work together with us on getting people involved in agricultural aspects of drones, like precision ag and all that kind of stuff that's up and coming in these, as drones keep getting more dominant in the technology field. These farming's going to be a big one. If you haven't heard about that, the Ag Hall is going to be the guys who are going to bring you into that now. They're going to show you how farming works and tie all that together.
Well, if you have anything to do with it, you're going to be zipping down those fields, just spraying crops and picking fields, You got your race drones, and you're ready to go, zipping down the way. But so what's in the future for you, Matt?
Well, the future for me is according to the bylaws, I get to serve 2 consecutive terms. Now, we've got elections coming up, so I will be running for my second term. But anyone's able to come out to the elections, we'll be looking for some meetings we're going to be planning here in the off season to help people get involved in those processes. Personally, have been kind of slacking on making the meetings this year because we've just been doing all the races so much. But that's something in the future you're going to be seeing more of. And we're going to do elections and get to 2021. We got a whole 2021 summer series coming back at you, like we did this year.
That was a lot of
Trophies,
fun.
prizes, points. It was awesome. We're going to be doing that again.
Right.
We've also got some tiny whoop races coming up. I haven't posted about those, but definitely keep an eye out for them. We're going to be racing any indoor venue we can get. While it gets cold out here and starts to get nasty, we're going to be jumping on those as quick as we can.
Now, you're talking about an indoor venue.
I did mention that, didn't I?
You did. Now, a little birdie has told me that there might be something in the works. I know that I've leaked it out just a smidge, just enough to let my crew know that there might be something in the works. Now, nothing is for certain, but something is coming. Am I right?
Yes, indeed. We have been in contact with the events director out at the Stormont Vale Event Center in Topeka. They're having an esports event in December. Hopefully, they are planning it for a while. 2020 and COVID can obviously change anything on a whim's notice, but they're planning an esports event, and they're looking for any kind of exciting tech attractions that they can get out there. And they reach out to Kcmr to potentially hold a drone race inside of the event center.
So what you're saying is Kansas City Multi-Rotor could very well have its own DRL style race in a convention center.
Yes, very DRL style-esque. It'll be 5 inches and it'll be indoor. We're going to be planning to go out there and check out the space. Talk about safety, obviously.
Sure.
We're always looking to make an event safe. So once we can check those 2 boxes off in terms of size of the space and safety precautions we can take, then we're going to move forward and probably get ourselves an event this winter.
So again, I just want to throw it out there to everybody. I see Sue is going off in the chat, and she's super excited.
It will be in the winter.
It will be in the winter. Nothing is set in stone yet.
Yes.
But we just wanted to kind of give you an idea of something that Matt's been working on. And Matt here does so much work.
Speaking of set in stone, though, speaking of things that are set in stone, this December, I still haven't posted about it, but we've been talking to the Ag Hall. They're going to be having a drive-through Christmas out at their property, where they're going to light up everything in Christmas lights, and they're going to have elves running around, and everybody's going to be in their cars and safe, but they're going to be driving through the property. And on that property, there's conveniently a drone racing field that we have been invited out to decorate with lights and bring out our drones and get the LED lights out and really go crazy out there and just hang out and fly for that event. That is definitely going to happen this December.
So what you're saying is that everybody needs to stock up on some conformal coating just in case it snows, and deck out your quad in LEDs.
The lights. And if you can get some sort of reindeer setup to come up just perfectly in the bottom of your FPV feed so it looks like your Santa Claus, I will have a special prize for that.
Ooh!
Created something there. So
now
bring your A game.
That is something that you've started doing, is prizes and things for everybody, and I think that really pulls some people in. I do like the idea of some special prizes for just anybody and everybody, so you don't have to beat the guy in the race. You could just be the goofiest guy out on the course, and you still grab something.
This definitely would be more of a freestyle event in itself, just being the characteristics. Personally, I know it's going to be cold in the winter. I don't want to be sitting out there for eight hours on the timer all day, freezing my thumbs off, trying to keep the timer running and accurate. So it's definitely not going to be a race, but we're inviting people out to come fly those gates at night and have a good time. So definitely a freestyle event.
Awesome.
coming at through this window.
Well, another thing, you're talking about flipping switches and things of that nature. If you guys didn't know, Matt King is the soothing sound of Kansas City Multi-Rotor. So if you ever come out to a race, Matt's going to be behind the mic. Now, if you can...
Somebody thought it'd be a good idea to give me a microphone and do this.
It's kind of worked out for you, man. And now, I know that I kind of want to hear it. I'm sure that, you know, there's some people in the chat that want to hear it. But give us a couple lines, Matt. You've got some signature moves out there on the dance floor, bro.
I do, yeah, but I don't know how to use them when I'm not as excited I am as a drone race. Because I'm sitting at my house.
So what you're saying is, I guess you're gonna have to come out and see it all in person.
Yes.
I like
that out.
I like that too.
I could do a sign off here.
Yeah, man. Well, I think we're running pretty good. I've had you for about 20 minutes or so. Mavik's welcome for some of the events. Sure, man. Blessed. Blessed is a new guy that we just pulled into our Kansas City Freestyle. He's asking if some Mavics.
Yeah. On that note, please bring your camera drones. Any pictures and videos and images of these drone races that we can post and share for people, I love it. Just share that stuff like crazy. DJI drones do not interfere with the FPV frequencies we fly our racing drones with, though. So it's bring it on. I see another one, digital. DJI FPV, they have a digital FPV system. Those channels aren't the exact same as ours, but I have come across a lot of information recently that lets me fine-tune my timer to accept those digital feeds as well. So bring anything DJI with you, or anything camera drone.
All right.
It's always fun.
Well, I know that I'm trying to revamp the Kansas City Multi-Rotor. You're trying to help me on this, or not revamp Multi-Rotor, but at least the YouTube. So I'm really glad that you got to be my first guest and to try it out. Again, for everybody who's watching, I apologize if it was a little glitchy. I did run upstairs and ask my roommate to turn off the PlayStation and the the portal just for a little bit so I can have some bandwidth. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna figure this out. So again, thank you for coming on. We're going to let you sign out and get out of here, out of this awkward conversation, and we'll turn it back to some videos and some chat and let everybody have a good time. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Matt King, for coming on and being my first. You guys in the chat and everybody else too, you guys look out. I'm going to be calling on you next. But Matt, I want to say thank you again for everything that you do for Kansas City Multi-Rotor. You're an amazing president. You push for us to have every opportunity we could possibly get. I know how tireless it can be, how frustrating it can be, and you just keep pushing. Your passion is what drives our passion. So keep doing what you're doing. Vote Matt King for 2021. You want him as your president, and we'll talk to you soon, my friend.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that. I do this for the community. Come out to the races, have a good time, and all my hard work's gonna be worth it. It's all we need. This is an old YouTube channel, but we are now revamping this. We're gonna start putting out some content of some kind, a little more constantly on this platform. But as always, you can check us out on Facebook. We have private groups and public pages there. Tell your friends about those. We've got a website, kcmultirotor.com. A lot of good information there, especially for beginners to set up for your first race. You can get memberships through the website as well. Go check that out. We have YouTube now. We've got an Instagram. Just search it up. We'll be there, man. that's all I got to say. You know, looking forward to 2021. Keep an eye out for some of those winter dates. And if I see all my pilots thumbs up, pilots, Army quads, because we're going racing. On the sound.
I like it. All right, Matt. Well, you have a good night. Thank you again for being on here, being my first. And
No problem, man.
you have a good night, brother.
We'll see you next time.
All right, man. All right. So that was Mr. King in meeting for all. Let's see. All right. So again, some exciting news for this season. Like I said, I knew it linked a handful of things to you guys, but I didn't want to give anything away. The big thing, you know, this season we've got a couple different races coming up. He talked about the Christmas race out at the Ag Hall, out at our main field. The place is going to be decorated in lights, and they're wanting us to decorate our quads in LEDs. That way, when all these guys come out to see all the Christmas lights and things, they're going to have all these drones just racing through all the LED gates and all the Christmas lights. It's going to look so cool in your FPV feed, and I guarantee you want to be a part of this. After that, I mean, or even before that, we might even have our own first DRL style race out in Topeka in their convention center. This is huge. I know it's like a 200,000 square foot area, and they want us to have, you know, a 5-inch drone race inside. It's going to be cold outside, and you can't really fly too much except, you know, maybe some of your whoops, maybe some of your 65 to 85, 95s indoors, which is still fun. Love my whoops. I love my micros. But nothing beats that power and the excitement of the 5-inch drones. And now, if you guys stick with us, you know, we're pushing to put you guys on that DRL style and things. That's just a testament to Matt King and how much he works at this. He really does a lot for you guys, for me as well. I mean, there's nobody else that I can think of that I would want as Kansas City Multi-Rotor president, because he just does so much work. But it's a big group, and it's open for everybody of any style, any pilot, you know, can just join in. It is a giant group of just people who are looking to open up and to show you the ropes. We just want you to fly with us. We just want you to fly. So be on the lookout for this winter for some micro races, some big races. It's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. Again, if you're interested, or you got some friends that are interested, or even just want to come out and check it all out, hit them up on our Facebook. We do have a Discord for you guys. If you post your videos, post your pictures. You got a new place to fly, post that too. You got a question about why doesn't this work, or can I do this with that? You know, post it up. There's somebody to help you. Kansas City Multi-Rotor is not just a club, but it is a family. It is a community of some great people. So we definitely hope to see you guys at more races and things throughout the year. I know that I am pushing to bring more freestyle events. It's kind of hard because they haven't really done this throughout the years. Let me take that gas thing off. Haha. We haven't really done it throughout the years. You know, we've been primarily racing because it's a lot easier to set up a racing event than it has been to freestyle. But we're pushing to break it open and bring you guys more freestyle. We had our first freestyle event with the weekend bash, so thank you for all my guys who came out and supported that. That was a lot of work. That was months and months and months of nights at 3 a.m. talking to, you know, Asian sponsors and all this other stuff just to facilitate everything. So thank you guys for coming out, but we're just going to keep pushing harder and harder and harder to bring more and more and more out to the table. So be on the lookout for that. I know that my guys in Kansas City Freestyle, which Kansas City Freestyle is just a subgroup of Kansas City Multi-Rotor. It's just a bunch of goofy guys who, you know, are in a group chat on Facebook, and we like to get around and do some flippy floppies over this, that, and the other. And you want to meet somebody in your area and just do some flippy floppies with nothing in, come on down to Kansas City Freestyle. But I know that I've leaked that out to a few of my guys. I am going to push for another freestyle event in the weekend before Halloween. This one, it's not going to be first place, second place kind of thing. Sure, there are going to be places, but it's really going to be more of a potluck group fly. Come on out and meet some pilots, meet your neighbors, you know, fly with these guys, see what they're running, run something new, you know, fly as hard as you can, and just have a good time with the guys. That's really what we're looking for. I do have prizes for this, alright. I do have prizes, so if you like stuff, I've got stuff. But again, like I said, you know, we're just gonna keep pushing harder and harder and harder each and every time. Thank you for sitting through all of this glitchiness. I hope it wasn't too terrible. I hope the microphone wasn't too terrible. Again, now I know, because this is our first one, I know what I need to get. So I'm going to go out, I need a webcam, I need a new microphone, and I need an Ethernet cable to connect to my Google Fiber. So we'll have that for you next time. I'm going to start running these things, you know, every 2 weeks on Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. So come in, check the next one out. I will say that I need a new person to interview next week. It doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to go on as long as what Matt King was. And you could just come in and make goofy faces and jokes all night. I don't even care. This is all going to be about community. This live stream is just about meeting your fellow pilots. Who's next to you? Who's your neighbor? You know, come on down. So within the chat, I'm going to be pulling on each and every single one of you guys. You don't have to have a supercomputer or anything. Matt was on his phone right there. So come on down. I'll call on you. But I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to go to some more of the YouTubes and watch some more videos. So bear with me, and we'll switch over. Again, if it's kind of glitchy, I apologize, but we'll make this better next time. Nice.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh. Right, that's why we don't zip tie GoPros to quads.
Alright, I'm back. Just what you guys wanted. Yay, more me! Alright. So, again, like I said, I'm just going to open up the course or the chat to anybody and everybody. If you guys got questions, you got some jokes, hit me with some stuff. Yes, Matt King is getting married. If you guys didn't know. If you guys didn't know, Matt King is about to have a Mrs. King. So, Matt King 2021 and Miss King as his first lady. Welcome back. Thank you. So again, hit me with your best shot, guys. You guys got any questions? What are we gonna do for this stream? We're sitting at 57 minutes right now. I figured that this won't run way too late in the night. This being my first, like I said, I'm rolling off the cuff here, guys. I really am kind of unprepared for my own first stream. So I'm banking on you guys to help me out. Do 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 do. Here, let's go back to some interwebs. Interwebs. Let's see. Interwebs. Let's make myself smaller. Woo! Teeny tiny me. Alright, let's go back to Cry Viper! Oh, there's no music in this one. This is our buddy Cry Viper. He's one of the fastest guys out here in the Kansas City Multi-Rotor. Chris Ledford, guys. He's a great guy. You guys will have to come out and meet him. You know, there's a lot of cool guys, a lot of cool cats that come out and fly. Even if flying is not your thing, you know, come out and just meet some guys. Yes, ma'am. This was the no. This was the first race of the season for the 2020 season on this one. Look at him go. For you guys that race, I don't understand your reaction speed. That just blows my mind how that all works. How you switch left to right to right to left. What's my favorite color? If I had to choose a favorite color, I'm gonna go with green. Green is probably one of my favorite colors. Either that or blue. I'm a blue guy as well, but I mean, have you seen these baby blues? Am I actually no? Blessed FPV. Am I wearing pants? No, I am not. I am wearing boxer shorts because you guys can't see my lower half. I literally just got to finish mowing the lawn and jumped into the shower, had a quick shower, and had time enough to grab my Beta FPV shirt and throw it in. But no, not wearing pants. Not wearing pants at all. You know, I figured with this live stream I don't really have to. Let's see. Ooh, here's one of my videos. Everybody hush, watch. No, actually don't. Hit me with some more questions. That was fun. Josh Hippie Reigns taking the reins. Thunder, David, I'm down, brother. Let's do that. Matt, you know where that is. Yeah, come on down, brother. I get off work at 5 o'clock. I'll have my drone. I've got like 6 packs already ready to go. And yeah, we'll go and rip. No one ever said you had to wear pants. I don't even believe that's a requirement out of the races, guys. But it is very much preferred that you wear pants. Just saying. Josh B. Hippie Reigns, everybody. Let's see who's next. Drone race. Ooh, this is our local Speedy Bee. This is Racebot. Now, hold on to your pants. This is gonna get quick. Are we back? Are you guys still alive? Did it work? Did it fix itself? You know, I don't know what I'm doing here. Is it lagging for you guys too? I think it's just, I think I should call it. Alright, let's see. Close window. Let's see, interwebs, close that down. So, can you guys hear me yet? Anything? Anything? I have to do this chat via the phone. I still haven't figured it out over here. I didn't set it up correctly. I should have. So. It's live? It's live? Oh, okay, okay. As far as what I'm seeing, we be vibing. Alright. So, as far as I'm seeing on my phone here, let me restart this, see where I'm at. I gotta follow along. Alright. So you can see me now. Alright, I'm back alive. Let's go ahead and call it for the night. This was a decent stream. Now I know what to work on next time, because this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. This is good. Thank you. Oh yeah, no, well, Sue, so I'm gonna give everybody 2 weeks in between, because I don't personally have a lot of time to devote to making you guys as cool as humanly possible each week. So I'm going to start doing this stream every 2 weeks, but it is going to be every other Tuesday at 8:30 every night, or at least, you know, every other Tuesday. Like I said, I need videos. I need people to come on and just make goofy comments and crack jokes. I need some interviewers. I need some interviewees. I would really like to work with each and every single one of you guys and to put you on the spot up here. I want to showcase your videos and show the world what Kansas City, you know, has brought to the FPV table. On that note, I am going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. I'm going to go walk back upstairs and tell my roommate thank you for shutting down the PlayStation so I could take up the bandwidth. But you guys, thank you for, I think that's the highest that I've gotten tonight, is 9 viewers at one time. So thank you each and every single one of you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for everything. Matt King, thank you so much for coming on my live stream and doing this with us for the first time. Thank you for absolutely everything that you do. Thank you for keep pushing this hobby. Thank you for pushing the Kansas City scene. Kansas City Multi-Rotor, Kansas City Freestyle would be nothing without you guys. Each and every one of you guys is a part of this family, and you know, we're just gonna keep growing. So again, I apologize for any kind of glitchiness and all the other stuff tonight, but thank you for sticking with me, and I'm gonna sign out now. I will send you guys some dope songs, and let me get that set up. Let's just, you know, because I'm super interesting to look at and stuff, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.